Hi everybody, how y'all doing? Okay, I guess I had a little too much fun with my feminist rant, I think, so I decided to do another one. Maybe because I didn't get in trouble yet, but I did definitely get in trouble on Facebook again because that's where I found this from a friend of mine, but I don't know who to attribute it to, so I don't know who wrote this, but it's about a sort of an argument between a married couple and the difference of them in money from 1963 to 2012. So the first one in 63, the husband says, "What is mine is ours, and what is yours is yours." And the wife says, "What? What do you mean? What is yours is ours, and what is mine is mine. Mine isn't good enough for ours?" Okay. And then the 2012 argument says, the husband, "What is mine, and what is yours is ours." And the wife says, "No way. What is mine, and what is yours is mine too." Okay. And I seem to remember something like that, even there was an Eddie Murphy joke where he was talking about half. But I've even seen like this thing where it's like the rules of ownership for a 3-year-old. What is, if it's yours, it's mine. If I like it, it's mine. If you're playing with it, it's mine. If I put it down and you go back to it, it's mine. Just like that there's, constant. That's why they'll struggle for toys, because, there's, yeah. So, I was thinking about that in terms of, okay, that with the 63 one, she just wants to be included. She wants to be considered as, a worthwhile contributor, and that the, discrepancy isn't because she doesn't want to be saw as not viable enough, and at the same time, he's doing her a double service, saying, what I make for us, you have the benefit of, and what you work for on your own, you can enjoy that as well. Which, I mean, that's like a double bonus. So then coming to the, me, mine, gimme, 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 which I sort of have seen that. I'd have to say a little too much, in the sense that I have seen women downgrade a man's like hobbies or things that he'll put money into, what have you, and then complain that it's because he'll spend that time and away from the house, which there's nothing for him to do in the house, because she decorated it, which I'm going to go back to in a minute. But this is, I think, why men have like their man caves, or they have, like a garage where they like to work or something, or they have their area where they'll watch sports or video games if they like that, whatever. So I have heard women say, he spends too much money on thus and so, and that then it really, she'll talk about it more, it has to do with that then that took money away from such and such, or that she wanted to take a trip, and do some sort of a vacation thing, and it was probably, not one that he was interested in, and she wanted to be able to funnel the money the way that she wanted, which, he's working for it, so it's kind of like, why shouldn't they enjoy one together that's shared? I don't understand why it would have to be, one or the other. And it definitely is true, this thing about decorating, because, like, for instance, if a man has a hobby, whatever, and, he's spending his money on what have you, right? And then the woman will say it's an excuse that whatever she wants isn't for her, but it's for the house, okay? Well, it's probably because it's the most recent version of whatever it is. The color of the year that they're supposed to have as their couch or whatever. And it's really only to impress another woman, because only they would have known, having read Better Homes and Gardens, that that's the color couch you should have for the week or the month or the year or what have you. Can you tell I hate decorating? Anyway, I walk into houses sometimes, And I think this is why men have to have these like designated areas outside the house or in the den away and downstairs or whatever. Because women decorate men out of the house. Women will make their dream decoration house kind of like their real life Barbie house, and all the frilly, lovely, wonderful, bright colors mixed with this and that, that, you know, it, where does he have any room for that? Like, why is it always the super feminine decoration style instead of a neutral one that's welcoming, and just kind of relax? Why does it have to be frilly and lace and weirdo and annoying? To me, I find that really annoying, because then she'll complain, oh, he's never in the house, he never spends time. It's like, well, where does he have a room to just relax or what have you, when he's surrounded by all this really weird stuff, especially in restrooms? It's just odd to me. I just think, ew, well, and that's, he's not there, right? But he pays for it all. I just think that's kind of, yeah, I mean, it doesn't include him. It doesn't think of him. It's her in this idea of how she wants her house to look, and that, since she's been 17, she's been thinking, okay, I'm gonna have, a mauve coverlet here, and this, that, there, and it's like, what man really wants a mauve coverlet? I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of weird about decorating. I don't like to decorate. Like, well, yeah, I hate to decorate. I like certain things around me, whatever, but I'm not like, there are some women who just, like, that's their thing. They just go bananas with it. And I seem to find, and I've talked about this before, like, when women just do things to emasculate men, I seem to find that the women who do that treat their husbands like kids, and treat them like they're dumb kids. And it's a really massive dynamic. And I don't know why these two go together, that I notice them, and maybe they don't, and I've just been around some really weird people. I don't know. But I've seen it on more than one occasion. And I just think it's so creepy. Like, where does a man feel comfortable in his own house? That he wants to stay in the house, as opposed to, finding someplace else or something else to do that draws him away. I mean, maybe he does just want to be out and about in the fresh air. Okay, that's fine, I get that, but I can't imagine how lonely it must feel to be paying for everything, to walk into a house that you don't really have, that there's nothing that reflects you. I mean, if you, as a child, grew up in a home where there were no photographs of yourself, like, what kind of a self-esteem would you have that everything else was important and presented except for you? And I think that might be some of what's happening. So there you go. That's my other rant. And please don't have a go at me. These are just my thoughts and what I've seen. And I'd like to hear your thoughts on it too. And I do have a question. Where do you think you have seen or suspect the arena in which men and women play out this power play of money and control and authority and subservience? Do you see it in decorating? Do you see it in, the finances? Whatever it is that you see, or what you suspect that you see. I'd be interested to hear video responses or comments, and thank you very much for Blessings of Peace.